All right, guys, before we even get to the towing boot camp episode with Ford, I want to tell you about this week's sponsor. It's Iceco coolers. Let me show you all about it. All right, here it is. This is the latest thing from Iceco. They sent it out to us for testing because they know we like to overland and we know you guys will appreciate it. Time and time again, we've used our trusty Mammoth and it ends up being full of ice at the end of the week. It drives us crazy. This is the all-new APL 35 Black Series. You can get it in polished or black like you see here. First of all, we've got it plugged into our wall outlet right now. You also can use this right here, which is the 9-volt for the car. There you go. So it plugs into the car side and it can work while you're driving. Now, this obviously also works off of a jackery. You can do a USB port right there. Now, additionally, on top of this, there's not only this controller on the side. Look, it's already down to 74 degrees. It's going really quickly. I just turned it on. You can also control this thing from your app on your phone. It's corrosion resistant. It's all aluminum. It's lightweight. This one's just 32 pounds. It uses the Secop Nano Compressor. It's capable of cooling to -4 degrees Fahrenheit up to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Also, the dual zone is really cool. Let me show you that real quick. So I love this thing because it's not only a fridge, it's also a freezer when you're camping. So you pop this lid up, which, by the way, it's designed to keep itself up. Anything more than 45 degrees, it will stay up so you don't hurt your hand going in and out. And the beauty is you can put your kids' Capri Sun in here and keep it cool for a nice road trip around town. Or if you're camping, you can load it up with everything and keep some steaks over here frozen if you need to or anything else. You can alternate it. You can make that frozen, that fridge, or all together. It's pretty cool. Is we have a early bird special because this thing is brand new. It's hitting the market this week. Anytime now between the 21st and 27th of March, you'll get 20% off using our discount code TTC. That brings this thing down from its MSRP of $699 to about $500. Again, if you want one for yourself, be sure to check out our link below, TTC, to get 20% off now through the 27th. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks to Iceco for sponsoring this episode. Now, let's check out some towing with Ford.
Welcome back to Texas Truck Channel. I'm Sam, and today we are at AT&T Stadium at Ford's Towing Boot Camp. Brian said I couldn't tow a trailer, so he sent me to school. But in all seriousness, we are here with a Ford F350. This is a RV show that they have going on right now, so we have some trucks out here and some RVs that we're going to be towing around and showing the new features that are in these new Ford Series trucks. So I'm here with Christina, and today she's going to be our Ford specialist. Christina's going to be showing us some of the features that we have in the screen right here, and see, we got some buttons. What would we press if we are trying to get a trailer on here?
Well, you can just hit towing. It'll automatically bring you to this list, or you can click on features and click towing there. So either one, same exact list. Initially add a trailer. When you add the trailer, you put in your trailer name and your trailer type. I like this little photo here to give some of the guests a nice clear view of what they're working with. And we already have the Coachman selected as our trailer, where we already have the length, the width, and the weight of the trailer that we have input in there already. If we hit manage trailer, you can enter the trailer trip. That's if you're going to switch the trailer to another tractor, another truck. You want to keep in mind how many miles you went. So when you come back into your Ford 350, you can input that so that you'll have your maintenance reminders ready to go when something needs to be fixed up.
At 6,000 miles or 12,000 miles on this trip, and this is my reminder that I need to change a tire or do some maintenance to my trailer, right?
Exactly. So let's continue. Your trailer brake effort, I mean, this isn't too heavy or long of a camper that we have here, but I like to always go to medium.
Okay. And guys, Christina is a professional. She is a CDL driver that has been driving for the last 6 years. And so we were talking before off camera, and she's been doing some cross-country trips and stuff like that. So yeah, she is our professional, and everybody that is here at the class today is being taught by a CDL driver. So that is a great thing, because I'm not a professional, but Christina is, so yeah.
Now here's our maintenance. Let's take a look at that. Look at that.
Oh yeah, yeah. So in here you can see, I don't know if you guys can see, but if we needed to, we can set all of these maintenance minders. So wheel bearings, axle seals, springs, suspensions, brake adjustments, everything. The list goes on and on.
It does. And then I love that. I did try this out the other day. Let's just say we want a reminder on our tires, right? And I did hit enter. So I'm just gonna go to 0 months from now and 0 miles. So when we get back in the truck, there'll be a window that pops up. So that I really, really enjoy. We're gonna tap this button, turn it on. It does walk you through. Every step, it'll have a little a few words there for you to read and follow suit. So we're gonna hit no, our trailer is not connected. So our Pro Trailer Hitch Assist is going to find out, see that white circle there? When it finds the ball, the hitch, it's going to light up green. So, there we go.
It.
We were good enough.
We moved back probably 6 inches and it detected the trailer.
Right.
Nice.
And it said to stop when it's found it, when it's green. Now it's telling us press and hold the Pro Trailer button to start. Release the pedals and the steering wheel. So when it's reversing into the hitch, you do not touch the pedals, you do not touch the steering wheel. Later on, when we're reversing with the Pro Trailer backup, we are going to manage the pedals, but not the steering wheel, because it is a large vessel that we are going to be pulling. All right, check the surroundings. I was just over there. I know that I don't need to check it. If we did, we hit check, it would automatically shift into park. We'd go out there and make sure it's the right height. I do know it is the right height, so press and hold the button to resume. This is scary. Don't let go of the button. You know, might have a little clenching action.
Yeah, I can see how this is very nerve-wracking if you've never used the system before, but it's, I don't know if you guys can see, but we are on the hitch. Like, first try, no backup, no nothing. First time. And then it tells us right here, oh, it did tell us, it said to stop whenever we came to the red line, or whenever the red line was shown, and so we stop and put it in park, and then we would be able to get out and go put our hitch on the ball. All right, so now we're here at the outside of the truck, and Christina's gonna run us through the procedure to hook this camper up.
So here we've got this little lip here that is going to securely go in front of this little lip so it doesn't come out. You want to make sure that this is always plugged in properly. You want to have all your connections done up right, all your lights are working. All right, next I'm going to lower it onto the ball like a glove.
Yeah, like a glove. And this is the first try. I mean, the system's got this down on the first try without having to go pull forward and then back up again. It knew. I mean, it took its time, but it knew what was going on.
So this is one safety feature. We have 3 of them, just in case if anything isn't secure properly. We don't want to lose our trailer. We don't want the trailer to dig in the ground while our tractor's going off on the route we wanted to be on. So we're going to lock that in there. That's when it's locked. For newbies, you'll realize, see how it's like slightly rusted there? That's when you'll know that that is the open position. Yeah. So there's a lock. Here in this little hole, we'll have like a little pin that's like to keep it secure. I'd actually slide this wire in there, but that's not how we're doing it today.
Right.
So today we're gonna slide this through here. We're gonna loop it. This is our second safety precaution. So if you can see over here, this little box, when this yanks out, it puts the trailer brakes on. They work then. So we're gonna slide that in there. We have our third safety precaution. Here are our chains. Now we do wanna
cross them, right?
Yes.
Cross or not to cross, that's the controversy. People
crisscross.
Yeah, there we go. So now we're locked in, right?
When it's crossed like that, if this pops up, and your trailer goes that way or drops down, it's gonna cradle in these bad boys right here. So we're not gonna mess up the concrete, or our trailer might flip or might go the other direction. We have this should be locked in place with a lock there as well to keep that secure. And then like I said, our third safety precaution, pulls off, this will rip out, our trailer brakes will turn on.
Nice. Most
of the trailers, your campers, you'll have a sticker that has the information, the weight, the length. You can always put it in your smartphones.
Yeah, and this is also something that you were talking about earlier, right? So you input before all of this information into the truck so that it knows what's going on with the tongue. And also with a truck like this, you can get an option to get a tongue weight sensor added to that, right? So like it'll know approximately how much weight is on the tongue whenever you're towing something, right?
Yes, and we actually have one of those bad boys out here. Maybe you can take a look at that afterwards.
Yeah, it's over there. It's being used right now, but we're working with what we got, right?
Oh, let me show you one more thing before we walk away. See this sticker, this little checker sticker?
Yeah.
That right there, that helps calibrate it so we can reverse with the Pro Trailer Assist.
Okay.
And Hitch Assist.
So this truck was already calibrated, right?
We did calibrate it because it does take a little moment.
Alrighty, so now we're gonna hop in and we're gonna give these trailer features a whirl.
We are hooked up, ready to go, plugged in. So I'm gonna just drive straight forward and we'll back up. We're gonna use the Pro Trailer back up assist. Just go straight right now, and then when we do the 90-degree reverse, I'll go into the cones.
Okay.
All right, so push the button. It's detecting the trailer. Make sure we hold on to the brake pedal and the gas.
So right here, it's not like the hitch assist. We actually do need to modulate the brake pedal in order to go in reverse, correct?
Yeah. Because it's a large vessel that we're hauling. We don't need to touch the steering wheel. We just hang on to this knob. And usually this will be turning our wheel. And when you come to this middle area, that's when it's going to align the trailer and the truck back. And it's very sensitive, so if we hold it like that, it's gonna keep turning that wheel.
Okay.
So we're gonna do little movements, right? All right, and also, I don't like this view, but we have so many other views. Now, that's our hitch view. This view right here, Ford has a lot of little additions. Look how beautiful it is.
Nice, yeah.
Now, if we had attached the cameras on the end of the trailer, the back of the trailer, we would have a view that you would have driving your sedan.
Yeah, nice.
So right now we don't have that. I'm going to use this view right here. And this view I actually learned on a little YouTube video. They said that when they were driving between construction, we had one lane, there was construction on the right, left, it was barely any space. This view automatically popped up.
Oh wow, interesting.
That was,
yeah, you're not scraping your trailer.
Right, okay. So we're ready to go, and look, oh my goodness, that steering wheel is freaking me out a little bit.
Yeah, so don't touch it, you might break your wrist.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can see here we're turning back. And so, I'm not gonna talk too much, but you're turning that knob the way you want the trailer to go, correct?
Yes, so if I want the trailer to back up to the left, I'm actually gonna turn the knob to the left.
Yeah.
Which is the opposite if you're doing it manually.
What you're usually used to.
Yeah. This is...
Yeah guys, so I don't know if you can see, but we have some cones over there in the corner that we are trying to get into.
Let's see. Yeah, I am not used to this little knob as good as I am with the manual.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go forward a little bit here.
Okay.
And now I'll take over the steering wheel. And we'll just straighten this bad boy out really quick. And we're back into reverse. And now we're gonna try this again with the knob.
You might be able to see those little cones in the corner. That's where we are aiming. It's also telling us how far our trailer is moving in relation to the truck.
It could do it.
I think it
but I'm
could,
not going
yeah.
to. So yeah, I really like this.
Yeah, it's detecting how crooked it is in relation to the truck.
And when you're jackknifing, that's when you're going into that red. When you're all the way here on the edge, look, let's see.
Now, will it let you jackknife if you all the way? Like it'll let you. So yeah, be aware. But I mean, at least it's telling you though. It's telling you how far you are, so you know.
I'm so used to doing it the opposite way. All right.
Yeah, we can see the steering wheel is moving completely by itself. Christina is only modulating the brake pedal just to keep us rolling in reverse.
I am there.
Yeah, now we're here. We're straight.
All right.
If you are pulling trailers a lot, this might be convenient to you, or you might be old school like Christina and just, hey, I'm better manual. But it has it though if you are wanting to use it, right? And so, yeah, it's a great feature. All right, so we were able to get our hands on another F350, which does have the smart scales and some other features that we're gonna go over. And today, or right now, I'm with Chelsea, who is our F350, is gonna be our guide for right now. And so she's gonna kind of tell us what we can expect to see in the screens and where we're gonna be able to find all these features.
Yep, so all of this is gonna be under features. And then we have our towing, onboard scales, smart hitch, all Pro Power onboard, running board zone lighting for the onboard scales that we mentioned earlier. If you want to check the weight of your bed and how much cargo you have in there, you just press that onboard scale button. And then as you start to load your cargo bed, you're going to see this rise and shoot all the way up. It'll start color coding you if you're getting close to reaching your max capacity.
Oh, cool.
So that's already set up in your features.
So there's another cool feature. If you're outside the truck and you are putting stuff in your bed, it is going to tell you when, I guess you're at max capacity. Is that correct?
Yeah, so these scales, there'll be lighting here, and it's going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4 when you're at max capacity. So that's how you know when you're loading your scale, but you also have someone, if someone's sitting inside, they can tell you that scale as well.
Awesome, nice. And then you were telling us about, so this truck does have a gooseneck camera and another camera down here.
So this is a camera so that if your tailgate is open, you can still see behind you.
Exactly.
So that's going to be very helpful when you have a gooseneck fifth wheel. And then you'll have a camera view up top of your bed, and that's going to help you with your hitch assist in that, and you can line and drop the pin there as well.
So let's see what that looks like in the menus, and we can kind of get a run for that. Oh, here. So if I hopped in the back of the truck, you can kind of see it moving a little here. If you want to hold that, I'll hop in the back.
Yeah, I'll hold it real quick, and then you can give it a good jump.
So we can come back here, act like a hooligan.
Nice.
Shaking the whole truck.
100 pounds.
Yeah,
jump on there.
Good 200, yeah.
We're just going to go into reverse. We left our tailgate down.
I put it up actually. Here,
okay.
let me put it.
Okay, we'll put it back down. You can see here as he lowers the tailgate, we'll still be able to have that camera view. And now with the tailgate down, we are still able to see behind us if we were to back up. We're against the wall, so we can't do that right now. But if we switch to our camera views, we'll have that bed camera that I was mentioning, and then that'll have that alignment there. And that's going to help you with your gooseneck, your fifth wheel, you're lining up and dropping that kingpin in.
Yeah, and this also does work with your hitch assist, right? So this camera will probably be the one being utilized whenever you're trying to find the hitch of that gooseneck or that fifth wheel, and so make your life a lot easier. So whenever you're configuring your trailer, you need to make sure that you put the right type of trailer that it is, so it knows what camera to look at, which one, right, which hitch it needs to be finding, right?
Yep, so you can, when you're doing the smart hitch, you can go through that and you'll go through the connection checklist if you just want to press it. And then it's going to ask you a series of questions, those 13 steps. And you're going to go step by step, and it's going to tell you what to do and how to connect your trailer.
Perfect. Yeah, so that was our little class on the other options that were available in the other truck. And so thanks, Chelsea, for helping us out. And hopefully you liked our little towing 101 session.